Okay. Hey y'all. Ugh. Okay. I thought I was like, let me go ahead and get on. Let me get on here and do it. You know, I got my little cowboy hat on today. Welcome to Texas, baby. Everything's big in Texas. Yeah. So let's get into it. Being obedient. Like that's been the hardest task I had to do since. Like I'm so stubborn and hard headed because like I'm a petty Pisces, and and I was like, God, I don't know if I can be this obedient. It's been hard. It's been challenging. Everybody wants to talk about like the rainbows and oh my gosh, this happens in this and the manifestations. And I'm like, we're not saying the manifestations aren't real. We're not saying that the overflow and abundance and the blessings are not real. What we're stating is they only show the good side of it. Nobody tells you how they went through the trenches with it because the trials and the tribulations and going through these trenches trying to be obedient and follow his purpose for you that God has for you is hard. It really is. And I'm looking like this is my first awakening. And I was like, I wasn't ready. I told that man I wasn't ready. God was knocking at my door like, open up, chick. And I'm like, who is it? God was like, stop playing, you know who it is. I'm like, eh. God was like, open the door, Ishmaelita. I was like, hey. He's like, did you not ask to be a multimillionaire? Did you not ask to go to the next level? Did you not ask to be able to help people, bless people all over the world? Did you not ask to, get everybody right and, just do things differently? And I was like, yeah, I did. He's like, so why are you ignoring the door? And I'm like, because maybe I'm more afraid of being successful than I am of being, just being content where I'm at. It's better to complain about being stuck versus complaining about money problems that like too much money coming in or too much business going on. So yeah, the hard part was being obedient. A lot of people just don't understand it. Like you go through these emotions, you're going up and down with these feelings. You don't really know how to process everything. And I'm looking like I'm crying almost every other day. Happy tears, side tears, like little sad tears. And I was like, I was purging spiritually. And I was just like, God, what's going on? And I just didn't know. And then people, like, I got a lot of people coming at me left and right. People trying to set me up. People trying to rob me. People trying to try to fight me. It's just weird. And I'm like, why do people even bother with me in the first place and I don't bother nobody? You ever notice that? Like when you're not doing nothing, you focus on yourself and trying to evolve and grow. People then have more of an issue with you then than before. So I was just like, God, I'm being obedient. I'm staying to myself. I'm working hard. I'm working on me. I'm processing everything. I'm getting it ready. And yet and still I was being attacked left and right by, friends and business and then coworkers, and I was just like, that's not what I'm trying to be about. And I was just like, this ish sucks. And I didn't even know how to handle it. I didn't know how to process everything. And I don't like to be around fake people. I don't really be outside like that. And I know I need to network for the movie. Starting my own production company is a big deal. Doing things totally different is a big deal for me. But I'm just like, I told God, I was like, send me the team because I don't really want to be outside like that, but I have to. But these people be fake as fuck out here, y'all. I can't even, like, I'm in Houston, so Houston is clicked up as it is. And granted, I was raised out here. I'm from Ohio, but I was raised out here. Houston is so clicked up, and I love that for them, that they need a click in order to feel like they're this and that. But at the end of the day, baby, that's just that. You're clicked up because you need validation. I'm doing it by my damn self. Come up out here with me in these trenches and see how hard it is to be obedient and follow God's assignment when you feel like the world is against you and everything is just kind of still and you don't know what's going on. And then people trying to find out your plan. What's your plan? What you doing? How you doing it? How you gonna move? How you gonna shift? And I was like, it's none of your business technically, but in God's timing, you will find out that He has a plan. He has a blueprint. I'm just here for it. And people be looking at me like I might be crazy. And I'm like, I can't really explain to you something that's not meant for you. It's meant for me. So like when I'm telling you this obedience, what is it supposed to look like? It's been uh it's been enlightening. I would say that. definitely I had to journal this shit down. And yes, I cuss. I'm a cursing Christian, okay? But I had to journal it down because I was like, y'all, I'm doing a lot and going through this awakening and being obedient with what he's asking of me, going to that next level and pushing myself up and stuff like that. It comes with dedication. It comes with a lot of a lot of strength, okay? Because baby, Lord, give me strength because yeah, I don't know. So I've been doing what I'm supposed to do. I do things that make me uncomfortable. I've been definitely switching it up as far as like recording and stuff and doing stuff outside of my comfort zone. I've been trying new things with filming, and I'm going through there. I feel like there are certain people that's trying to, what's it called, stall me, delay my purpose, and I feel like that's cool. I already know who they are. I have a list. I think people don't think, oh, she's being so nice and friendly. She might not know, baby. I know every op in front of me that I have in front of me right now. I know who's working against me. I know who's working for me, who has my back. So when I tell people, I was like, I ain't no stranger to this. I can smile in your face, but don't think I don't that I really f with you, because I really don't, for real, for real. I only keep this many people in my group. So when I move and shift out here and I do what I do, I know who to trust and who not to trust. So yeah, it comes to the process, especially being in this industry and everything that I'm getting into. So like me being obedient, like okay, cool, I'm doing what I'm supposed to be doing. But I be telling God, these people be trying to delay me on purpose, and I'm looking like, okay, what do you want me to do? How you want me to shift? How do you want me to keep doing what I'm doing when I don't see the end goal or the results I would like to see? And God was just like, hi y'all. God was like, well, because I don't. He's like, it's not for you to see it. Just keep doing what you're supposed to do. Keep pushing yourself. So I filmed my second movie. So yes, I am starting a production company. I don't know how, but I am. It sounds funny when I say it because like a year ago, I would never would have thought I'd be starting a production company, and I was like, I didn't even think that was supposed to be my calling, but apparently it is. And so I've been to a couple of like on thing filming with people. I did a fashion show last night. Definitely connecting with people there, and I've just been like networking a little bit here and there, just baby steps, getting it in. I'm just trying to figure out exactly what my purpose is for God trying to tell me how I'm supposed to move, because I am a female, and granted I look cute apparently, and these dudes be in my face, these women be hating on me. I'm looking like, dude, I don't want your man. I don't want you to be in your little feelings. Boo, do you? I'm gonna do me. We good over here. I don't do the jealousy, insecurity. I don't need to. Like I'm gonna tell her, like if me and my dude gonna look, we gonna look together at the damn chick. Okay, like damn, she fine. Okay, give her accolades. I'm not sitting here trying to hate on nobody. That's not my cup of tea. But I've been like, I ain't gonna say going through it. I've been processing this obedience that God has asked of me, and I've been trying to figure it out. Like, how is it supposed to look, and how is it supposed to feel? Because some days I be bawling out, crying, and some days I be happy and be ready to go. And it's like an up and down. But He was like, I'm trying to get you prepared and get your mind right and ready for everything that I have in store for you. So I'm just like, okay, and I'm trying to be my mind, but like part of me, because I'm still stuck on like, how do you do this and how do you do that? Because yeah, I quit my 9 to 5. I was there for 20 years, but it was toxic and it was time to go. So that's stepping out of faith. The manifestations are real. They do happen. When you can manifest the life you choose to, it does take determination. It takes a lot of strength, prayer. You better get some tougher skin, because baby, once I tell you the story, we're gonna start going through the stories of how I got to where I'm about to go. You'll be looking like this ish can't be real. I'm like, this ish is real. The overflow of abundance and awakening is real. When God calls, you answer. And I tell you that, this man has done so much amazing things for me in my life right now. I can't even show him as much gratitude as I always do, but as much as I would love to, because this man did a complete 360 on my life. He did a complete 360 on my spirit, my soul, my mentality, on how I think and how I move and how I shift. And I was just like, I can't do it without him. I used to be really petty. I used to be real. like over emotion. You know, Pisces are emotional. So like, oh my God, they were trying to F over me. F them. I'm gonna get them back. And I'm just like, yeah, nah. I was like, I'm a petty Pisces. Pisces be doing petty things. And yeah, we had to own it. A lot of people don't want to own or hold themselves accountable. I was like, yeah, I own my shit. If I'm gonna talk shit, I'm gonna talk shit. But you know, I just be on there doing my own thing, and I just do things. God be like, stop being petty, bitch. I'm like, okay, Jesus, you're right. So I'm doing better. I'm growing at it. I'm doing way better than I was doing. But it was just more like I had to I had to get out of my head for 2 seconds. I had to like cry it out this week because I had a few days ago, I just had a breakdown. Like, I told God I was tired. I'm burnt out. My mind is running me crazy. I'm not as physically tired. Thank God, it's so different. But I was just like, I can't. And he was like, you can. So we had to have a little come to Jesus moment. And he was like, you feel a little better now? And I was like, I do. So he's like, create your plan, get it started. This is why we're doing it. It ain't for you to be sitting here chilling. I was like, oh, I can't find a little sugar daddy or something to take care of me? No. All right. It is what it is. So I've been doing that and just going with the flow. So that's why I was like, this has been a calling for me, I guess, since this year or since last year. I think he started setting it up last year when I was talking last night. We were in the car coming from the fashion show and I was talking about it and I was like, oh, this man's been setting me up since last year. So God already knew what he was going to do last year around this time. Because last year around this time, I filmed my first movie. And then this year around the time, I filmed my second movie. Maybe next year, I can have my third or fourth movie in, you know? Fingers crossed. So it's just been baby steps by. I didn't even know that I was actually further than I was or way better than what I was doing. Just because we don't see everything all the time and just because we know it's there, we know it's coming and it's not coming fast enough or at a time pace that we like. A lot of people get scared and they try to run back to what's normal to them versus walking by faith and not by sight because we're comfortable with a 9 to 5 because that check pays you apparently, or you know what you're going to get at the end of the day. You could going into a full-time entrepreneur or a full-time social media influencer or a full-time artist, something of that nature. You don't know, and it kind of gets you to hustle harder and strive more and challenge yourself to like, what can I do to bring in more income? So it's things like that that play a big role in our lives on how we actually succeed and how we don't succeed because I didn't have nobody. My mom was a single mother of three, so she worked hard to do what she needed to do. You know what I'm saying? And we didn't live like a poor people life or anything like that, or I didn't live a rich life either. I just lived okay. Like it was cool. But I don't have one of those stories like I was just poor and this and this. Yeah, she didn't have that much money. We had that little government cheese and you know, we had when we had crab legs, that was like a treat, like maybe once a month. It was certain things that we considered to be luxury and it could have been normal to somebody else who always had it. So I didn't grow up with the hand a silver spoon, as people say. No, I wish. Or probably not. I think I enjoyed being who I am today. But I stated all that because I was like, look, I've always worked hard and hustled for everything I did, but I was content at doing what I was doing. So when I told God I want to do something else and I want to transform into the mogul that that I want to be, and I want to be able to help people and offer jobs and careers and give back more so because I give as much as I can, but I always stated I wanted to help at least sponsor 10 families per year and then, double it each year and try to do that because my biggest thing is like, if I have it, it's yours. I can't give you everything, but whatever was mine is yours and what's yours is mine. Like we gonna work this together. And I didn't know how I was supposed to move and shift like that. And I was content with the money that I made, but then I was like, it's time for this next level. After my divorce, 2024, after that, I was just like, it's time to switch it up a little bit. So I had to start looking at it from the outside, looking in and be like, how am I moving? How am I shaking? Who am I? Who am I surrounded by? Who's a good support system? It was stuff like that that I had to start questioning and looking at. And it sounds fucked up that you got to get rid of friends and You can't really hang around certain people anymore, and you can't really F with family because you know family they'll run you dry and drain you if you allow them to, you know. And then what comes to it is they're looking at you like, hey, let me hold this, let me do this, let me do that. The minute you don't have it, they don't really F with you. The minute you do start getting that money coming in and you got coin and stuff like that and your business is booming, the people who didn't believe in you is gonna start asking for more money. They're gonna start doing this. They're gonna start, you know, trying to get on your good side. You know, people will use you as long as you allow them to. So it took a lot for me because God had to remove a lot of people out of my life within this past year, and I wasn't ready for that. Just for me to start being where I am, because when I get that money coming in and I'm hiring people and I'm doing stuff, He wants to make sure that it's going towards the right people and not the wrong people. And it just sounds crazy when I state this stuff out loud. I'm looking like, is it for real? And he's like, yes. And people are like, I would love to tell people like, I don't know how it happened, but it's just the process that can't be explained. You just gonna have to watch everything unfold because everybody's just so nosy. Like, what you doing? How you doing it? Why are you so happy? Why are you so blessed? I was like, look, because I'm happy. You know what I'm saying? I'm blessed and highly favored. I woke up another day. God is good, you know. Still got a roof over my head. God is good. Like, I can't be more grateful than what I can right now. Just, hey, I'm here. I'm talking. I'm doing what I'm supposed to be doing. And then the whole thing that God told me was me being obedient was I can't talk about it. I got to be about it. So guess what I had to do? I had to start being about it. And I think that's what started scaring people because they was like, oh my gosh, she discovered one of her superpowers. And when I say I'm gonna do something, I'm gonna do it. And they're looking at me like, oh, she's serious. I was like, I'm serious as as a mm. So yeah, it's definitely hard as fuck. I can't lie, it's hard. Being obedient is hard. Following his assignment sometimes is hard. It's almost like journaling and writing in your diary and having a circle moment and stuff, and it's just like, is this what we doing for real? And he was like, this is what we doing. I was like, okay, cool. So sometimes I was like, I've just been like, I don't know if I want to do this, I don't know if I want to do that. And God was like, it's not your decision, it's mine. Because if you're putting your faith into me, guess what that means? That means that I'm gonna get you where you need to be, and I don't want you to stress and worry about it. Because I think I spent my whole life worrying about it, and I spent my entire adulthood of pleasing others and giving my all to others, just for when everything turned around, I really needed the help and the support. I didn't get it, so I had to see that in a hard way, and that kind of hurt my feelings a little bit. And I was like, damn, it just sucks that nobody has your back the way you thought they would. It makes you feel some type of way. And so now you're like, damn, okay, that really does kind of like. So yeah, it's a process we're going through. I told you we're gonna start unlocking it. I usually do my TikTok lives Monday, Wednesdays, and Fridays. IDripIsh ratio. I do those for our morning motivation because I be trying to hype myself up as well as others because baby, nobody else is trying to do it. If anybody gonna give you a good word, a positive word of the day, it's gonna be ish. Okay. I want to make sure you have a good day. Give me a hug. You know what I'm saying? Give me a high five. Like, let's pray about it real quick. And I don't do that little pray. I just be doing a little quick. Jesus, I F with you, you F with me, we good. Boom, bam. Done. That's what I do. But other than that, it's definitely been a journey. I'm going to say a healing journey. Um, I don't know. I have this good feeling. I don't even know how to explain it. All I can do is smile, okay? Because there's so many tears behind these smiles that I give, but I had to encounter a lot of bullshit in order just to be this happy, and I wouldn't change it for the world. I would be like, okay, I'm glad that did happen because now I can enjoy the better, peaceful side of my life. I can enjoy just being here on this earth. I can enjoy, following my purpose and my passions, and that's all I can do. All right. So yeah, I'm about to go. I gotta finish cooking this gumbo. Okay. I might do a cooking with Ish. I know I'm supposed to be doing a drink thing. I'm gonna start doing the drinks. I need to figure out when I'm going to do, but I'm gonna figure it out. I'll let you guys know. But yeah, maybe I'll do a cooking with Ish. We gonna have some fun. We're gonna keep you on a budget because we all know that everybody got their food stamps cut off. And I can't even buy none anymore. So okay. It's hard out here for a pimp. You know, it's hot out here for a pimp. All right, y'all. Y'all have a good one. Y'all stay blessed. Bye, Felicia's.